Ahead of time, I've prepared my bamboo skewers. We soak the skewers to avoid them splintering and also burning on your barbecue. They just need to soak for around half an hour. Now, first things first, I'm going to prepare my marinade. And for that, we need 2 peeled onions. We're using some Spanish red onions here. Roughly chop them and put them into the blender bowl. Now, I'm going to add 4 cloves of garlic, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of ground turmeric. Then in goes the ground coriander. I've got 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I've got 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. And finish off with the 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Now I've got everything in the blender bowl. We need to add some olive oil. Just add enough olive oil to bring it to a paste. You want to squeeze the juice of around 2 lemons. 1 more. Now to finish off, we're going to add around half a bunch of fresh parsley. Again, it's all going to be blended, so you just need to roughly chop that and pop it in. And half a bunch of fresh coriander. And continue to blend. As you can see here, the marinade's come to a nice thick paste, and that'll give a nice texture to the kebabs once it's barbecued. Set that aside, and now I'm going to prepare my vegetables for the kebabs. So I've got here 2 zucchini. I'm just going to take the ends off those, slice them nice and thick so that they hold up during barbecuing. And now we'll prepare the asparagus. Now we need to prepare our fish. And I've got here some lovely skinless salmon portions, and I'm going to dice those up. Just splitting them down the middle in large cubes. Now we grab our prepared bamboo skewers, and we start by just threading a little bit of the asparagus. Thread it all the way down the skewer. And there we have prepared our kebab. So here I've got my pre-prepared kebabs, and I've also got the marinade that I made earlier. And now we're just going to spoon the marinade over the top of the kebabs and marinate them. So now the kebabs are marinated, we're just going to wrap them and pop them in the fridge for around 2 hours. So I've taken my kebabs out of the fridge, they're marinated and ready to cook. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of olive oil and just brush onto my grill. So now I'm going to place the kebabs onto a nice hot grill. So our kebabs have been cooking for around about a minute now, and they're ready to turn. Some beautiful grill lines on there happening. You get a nice bit of caramelisation on there. It means that you're going to have really nice flavour. Now I'm going to cook these kebabs to around about medium. I like my salmon medium, but you can take them off a little bit earlier, or if you want them well done, just leave them on a little bit longer, say about another minute. Our kebabs are now cooked to our liking. We've cooked them to about medium. Just going to grab a nice serving platter like so, and I'm going to serve them on a nice bed of greens and top with your kebabs. Now something that goes really well with a dish like this is some nice fresh lime, and I'm just going to cut a few wedges and scatter them around the platter. And there we have our chamula kebabs. Main things to remember when making salmon kebabs are soak your skewers ahead of time. If you have the time, marinate your salmon overnight, or if you're short on time, for around 2 hours. A tip for grilling, brush your grill bars with oil, and that avoids them sticking while you're grilling.